Well, I guess that's good. It's really good. Hold on. Porque eu imagino no shortstop. You know, switching somebody. Okay, let's take Tim. What Joey Gallo at? He's on the shortstop. Something right.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show brings you the game of the week. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And this is the rubber match, see?
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go? Here's the rookie third baseman, Tim Elko. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And this one is off and a runner. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. And he got him. One out in the top of the first.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Morel makes the play, and there's two away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. A lot of bat-to-ball skill in this offense, Chris. Very tough outs all over the place, and they're sporting the best team batting average in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're good hitters, Boog, but I'll tell you from experience, when you're on the other side of the field, you look at these players and you just say, man, this team is lucky because you feel like your team hits ball.
Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here at Tropicana Field, and on the hill, the big righty, number 64. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Johnny DeLuca digs in now. To third, might be two. Quick feed to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Yandy Diaz. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in
Baldwin throws to first in time.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Happy Sunday, Jay.
What's up, Daniel?
Gets the outside corner with that one.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out.
How your day going, Daniel?
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now the rookie second baseman, Colson Montgomery. Bradley back to work. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And a swing and a miss there. A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Bill, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than...
That one drilled left field.
Stay fair. That could be
And
two.
it hops over the wall for an
Scramble.
automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
This one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Montgomery stands at second with no outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in for the out. And Martinez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. The tag, and he's in there. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Takes it himself for 1 to Diaz. That's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. There's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That's a ball. 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Batting 6.
Junior Caminero now at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Caminero with a homer in his last game. This one in the air right field. Martinez has a beat on it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Christopher Morel will hit next. And ball 1.
That's low. That's a ball.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low. 2-1.
2-1.
That one missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Check swing, and he went. Counts full, 3-2.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Cut on and lifted in the air. Martinez on the move to the alley. He's got it. And that is the inning. The Rays strand just the one, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one lifted to left. Morrell on the move. Brings it in. And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit, Edgar Caro.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Hot shot to third. Fires to first in time. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Tim Elko steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up the middle, Aranda. And that is the inning. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
That one the other way, pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Next to hit, Johnny DeLuca.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-2 is the count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they make short work of them there. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 1, the Rays 0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Josh Rojas.
Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out without the swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
2 outs, base is empty. Colson Montgomery, the next to hit, doubled his first time up. That one pushed to the left and foul. Montgomery, in his rookie season, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. But they lead it 1-0. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Yandy Diaz.
And that is out of play. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Pitch is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
On the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Brandon Lau. Swinging a foul out of play. Rays down by a run. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Fouled off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Rocketed out towards right center. And he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Rays held in check here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bradley back to work. Fought off foul. And that one ripped into right. And out number 1 on the grab. Here is J.D. Martinez. RBI single his last time up. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1, the Rays 0. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Junior Caminero.
This to third. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now the left fielder, Christopher Morel. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Cameron Meisner digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No balls. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jansen in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Morel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for Tampa. They're down 1-0. Back here at Tropicana Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Brooks Baldwin. Up the middle. No play. That's an infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
0-1.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Struck him out swinging, and the runner holds.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And the batter now, Tim Elko. Meisner snags it for the 2nd out. Here's Josh Rojas, 0 for 2 in this one.
Josh Rojas.
Bradley throws over, and he dives back in safely. Popped up foul territory behind the plate.
Damn.
And that is that. They get a lead. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop. Jose
Let's go Sox.
What's up, Flea
and it's
Market?
fouled off. Swing.
Do you think the Rays will ever play in this stadium again after the hurricane?
I have no idea.
Excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
I'll be glad when they
stay
get
there.
back to glory, because they was looking good a couple of years ago. I don't know what happened. They let go of Rosarena. They're not the same no more, in my opinion.
Hey, how's it
They're
going?
not bad.
Doing well.
It's going well. I just got in the game
The whole
about an hour ago.
Ground ball to the right
Oh, they tore the
side.
roof off.
Down the
Okay.
line,
I didn't know
and
that.
it's foul.
I thought you were talking about the team in general. I misread your question.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider.
And the place was designed to never have water in it, like no sewer system, so it fried all the electronics and stuff.
I didn't know that.
So next to
Wow.
the plate for Tampa Bay,
I didn't
Johnny
know that.
DeLuca.
You talking about Tropicana Field?
Check swing, called strike. 1 out,
I didn't
base
know
is
that.
empty. High fly
Oh,
ball, right
Martinez.
field.
They said it would cost a lot to fix, so they say they'll either stay there or
Wow.
move to Orlando.
And here's the
They
first
probably
baseman,
save it for some
Yandy
disaster
Diaz.
purposes or something.
Swings through
Out
that
in front.
one. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Nice cutter.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable
Get the
hitting
chase
with
that
2
slide
strikes.
away.
Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not...
Orlando
couldn't get
would
him
be
out in
cool.
front.
Downtown Tampa was really nice the one time I went there.
Got him.
Swing and a miss.
Yes.
And that is that.
He's
Deal in
dealing.
order,
He gotta
go
get
the
his
Rays.
runs, so he dealing.
Welcome back as we
Leading off
take
for
a
the
check
White
of the current
Sox, the
standings.
Eligible record.
Braden Montgomery.
77-25. The worst to first.
They should move there, cause they're in St. Petersburg now and the fans hate driving there I guess. It's a far drive.
That fastball.
Wow, good
It's
luck
0-1.
catching up to that one.
You gotta go over this long bridge over the water.
Oh,
Lifted in the air out to
Rookie.
left. Morel nabs it.
Sorry
and
about
there's
that
one
flea market.
down.
I got distracted.
And next will be
My
the
fault.
cleanup hitter, Colson Montgomery. He was late there, strike one.
Yes.
In the on-deck
0-1.
circle, you really want to use
Yes.
that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do
Oh,
is miss.
we
My
need that. We
favorite A's
need that.
player
We
was
need
Ben
that.
Zobrist.
And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double.
Oh, Ben Zobrist. Okay.
Love how he let that ball travel.
He was from Illinois
Ben
and was on the
Zobrist.
Cubs and is too.
I didn't know
Nice
that.
hit.
To the plate. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse
Ben
splits there.
Zobrist. I remember him.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Pretty frugal
Wow.
guy.
One
He
strike.
is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Damn.
And that one fouled off. One out and a runner at second.
David Price was solid too.
Yeah. He was a nice lefty. Damn, he
Fouls
was
it
late.
back with 2 strikes. Swing
Damn,
and a
he
miss.
was out.
Curveball in the dirt. And
Damn,
it
he was
beats him
out.
for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a
Damn,
fastball.
fuck this
That ends
dude,
the
man.
inning,
You're not
so
giving
we
me
take a
nothing,
break.
man. You're not giving me nothing.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Yeah.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Off the mark there.
on.
And a count 1 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it
They
again.
going stuck in the throat.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing a
Damn it.
fly ball, well struck. That one
Oh,
hits the
Oh,
top
shit.
of the wall.
Thank God I caught a
Round
blessing.
second, digging for
I caught a
third.
blessing.
And the tying runs aboard with a leadoff
Damn.
triple.
All over that one right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep.
Damn.
Swung on.
He gave it up.
That one's back there. Out of here. A home
Damn.
run off the foul
Gave it up.
pole.
Well, he really pushed that thing down the line.
He
and
gave it up.
Had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Morel up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball 1. A little bit low.
That's the ball.
2-0.
2-0.
And it's fouled away. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Cameron Meisner getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Towards first. Quickly to second for one.
Double
Back to
play.
first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. But two come across to score. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Garrett Clevenger.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Fouled off. He was late.
Clevenger.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Over to Diaz. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro.
There you go, finally! When I criticize him, he do something. Every time I criticize these players, they do something. That is crazy. It's something mental with me when I do that. Whenever I criticize him, I wind up hitting the home run.
He ambushed him right there,
That is
Siggy.
wild.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Wow.
What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
Digging in, Tim Elko. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing. On the first pitch. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. And welcome back to the ballpark. Danny Jansen to hit here. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. And fouled off. Pitch misses. And the count even 1-1. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab. That's out number 2. Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. That one close. Rule the ball. Ball 1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Fouled off down the right side.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. High in the air, out to right. Martinez makes the catch, and that will end. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Fought off foul.
Look.
Way out front for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. To the wall, and he can't reach it. Gets a piece and stays alive. So keep fair at 98 miles an hour.
Seems that he was committed to swinging at this pitch regardless of where it was before the pitch was even released. He's in an 0-2 count, and you're looking to battle at that point, trying to protect the zone. So you do become a little more swing happy. But on a fast
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance.
Go out, go out, go out, go out. Damn.
Pulls it in on the warning track. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing at a high fly.
Go out!
Deep left
Go
field.
out! Go
Going
out!
back. Makes the
Damn.
catch, gliding out of the warning track.
You're not going to get the win.
We head to the bottom of the Frazier Eller takes over on the mound.
big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
0-1.
Slap the other way, foul.
Yeah, getting a walk off. Then he gave up the walk off. Shit. Damn.
That should get the dugout going, and they walk it off.
I lost this first series, second series I lost all season.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.
Yeah, 32 at bats, 6 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, 8 strikeouts. My starter gave up 2 earned runs, 1 walk, he had 7 Ks. It was super. The Rays had 29 at bats, 7 hits. 3 RBIs, 1 walk, 7 Ks. They had 2 home runs. They used 3 pitchers. And they won the series. Can't win them all. Who I got next? I got the Cubs next. I rested everybody so I can be ready for the Cubs. We have about 20. Okay. We got a week off. I mean, a day off. I think Davis pitched last. No, Shane Smith pitched last. Davis won. Right there. To the Cubs series. On to the Cubs. 1-2. I got 3 with the Cubs and the Phillies. How many games I got left? 6. 57 games left. Did I count that right? It's 57,